Friends, myself Jagdish Kara, lecturer in zoology, KB DAV College, Nirakarpur. Today I am going to discuss about significance of reproduction. We know that reproduction is the process by which organisms produce offsprings. It is an important characteristic of living beings. All living organisms possess the inherent tendency of reproduction. They produce their own kinds in order to continue their race before their death, so that their race will be survived in the world. Friends, there are two basic types of reproduction: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, one parent participates in the process, but in case of sexual reproduction, two parents of opposite sexes participate in the process. Each type of reproduction ensures that the parental generation gives genetic material or DNA to its offsprings. That means it is the process of reproduction by which the genetic material passes from the parents to the offsprings. This genetic material is called gene or DNA. Asexual reproduction produces offsprings from just one parent. These offsprings are genetically identical to that of parent. In this process, the parent cell simply divides to form two daughter cells that are identical to the parent. But in case of sexual reproduction, the genetic materials from two different parents unite to form a zygote, which later on forms the individual or daughter cells. The gametes from two different parents, that is male and female gametes, participate in the process. So there is the union of male and female gametes to produce a zygote or a diploid structure. In sexual reproduction, offsprings are genetically distinct from their parents because each of the parent contribute half of the genetic materials to its daughter cell or to its offsprings, and the offspring possesses both the characters from the parents and itself produce variation in its characters. Thus, the offspring produced is genetically different from the parents. In sexual reproduction, haploid gametes are produced by the process of meiosis. These gametes unite by the process of fertilization to produce zygote, which develops into an offspring. As for a child inherits half of genetic material from each parent, the children resemble their parents, but they are not identical to them. Instead, each has a unique combination of a characteristic inherited from both of the parents. Let us go to the significance of reproduction. The main significance of reproduction is to maintain continuity of species. That means it is the process by which the species seems to exist in nature. The genes are transmitted from the parent to offsprings by this process of reproduction. Reproduction helps in evolution of new characteristics or species, as sexual reproduction produces variations among the members of a species. That means there is the origin of new combination in the daughter individuals, so that new characteristics or new species can be evolved by the process of reproduction. So this reproduction contribute to the evolution of new characteristics or new species. Development of new characteristics produce variations, and the organism become able to survive in different environment, and this ability of survival is known as adaptation. That means variations are accumulated in the organism in its genes and produce phenotypical changes, so that adaptation mechanism is developed and the organisms become able to survive in different environment. Reproduction acts as a vehicle of organic evolution. It helps in transmitting advantageous variation to the offsprings. Reproduction ensures that plant or animal species does not disappear from the earth. Had there been no reproduction, all the species would have become extinct. But this natural mechanism of reproduction ensures the survival of the species and maintains continuity of the species even there is death and decay of the living organisms. Reproduction also helps in maintaining stability in the ecosystem and continuation of life on the earth. Reproduction maintains a balance between the birth rate and death rate. The new individuals replace the old and the dying population. Reproduction helps in increasing the number of individuals in the ecosystem. Advantages and disadvantages of asexual reproduction. Let us go to the advantages of asexual reproduction first. In asexual reproduction, offsprings are genetically identical to the parent. They are the clones of the parent and each other. That means there is no difference between the offsprings and the parents in case of asexual reproduction. In this reproduction, only one parent is needed. Large number of individuals produced within a very short period in case of asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction occurs through simple mitotic division. It is seen that asexual reproduction is more time and energy efficient and does not need a mate. That means no partner is needed in case of asexual reproduction, as only one parent participates in the process. Asexual reproduction helps to overcome unfavorable conditions. The population can increase rapidly when the conditions become favorable. That means it is the mechanism which help the individual to overcome the unfavorable situation in life, but the process of reproduction is continued. Asexual reproduction helps in dispersal of young ones to far off places. Let us go to the disadvantages of asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction does not lead to genetic variations in the offsprings and does not contribute to speciation or to organic evolution. Animals produced by asexual reproduction are genetically less adaptable to the environmental changes. In several cases, continuous binary fusion makes the daughter individual genetically weak and requires rejuvenation. That means, as the process of division is continued, the individuals becomes genetically weak and rejuvenation is needed for the survival of the individuals. The species produced by asexual reproduction only suited to one habitat or one climatic condition only. Asexual reproduction may affect all the individuals when there is diseases. Let us go to the advantages and disadvantages of sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction produces genetic variation in the offsprings, as we have already discussed. And offspring inherit a mixture of genes from both the parents. So, they are different to each other and their parents. Formation of gametes by meiosis and fusion of gametes produces reshuffling of genes and variation in offspring which favors evolution. That means there is reshuffling or reunion of genes and new characters are created which we call variation, and this variation favors evolution. The offspring can adapt to new environments due to variation, which gives them a survival advantage. A disease is less likely to affect all the individuals in a population because the individuals or daughter individuals are found to be genetically efficient in case of sexual reproduction. The disadvantages of sexual reproduction are time and energy are needed to find a mate. That means without a mate, no sexual reproduction can take place. Even it is not possible for an isolated individual to reproduce. That means a single individual, except in case of hermaphrodites or the individual containing both male and female sex organs in one body. The isolated individual or single individual or separated individuals is unable to reproduce. That means in case of sexual reproduction, partners are needed, one male and one female, and there must be formation of gametes. If both the reproductive organs is present in individual, they may produce gametes to participate in the self replicating process, which is called self fertilization, or the gametes from other individual may participate in the process, which is known as cross fertilization. Friends, you can take the screenshot of these slides and circulate the links among your friends to have an opportunity to gain knowledge about reproduction. Thank you.